Today is a big day. I quit my job. I quit the car sales job literally like 3 hours ago. I've spent a good amount of time thinking and praying on my current situation because I've really been having a hard time at this place. I'm not gonna lie. It's been about just over 3 months. It's just been rough, bro. The more time that I spent in there, the more that I realized that it wasn't for me. And the more that I got back into the business, I realized that I wasn't going to be able to do both. And it got to a point where being at this job was setting me back, to be honest. I'm in an environment where people have been in this type of business for decades and they're just not happy people. Their beliefs, the way they think, the way they treat other people is all reflections of that. And it's not who I want to be around. That's one. Two, the hours were absurd. I'm there for 12-hour days, 5 days out the week, and I wasn't even getting paid hourly. So there would be weeks where I wouldn't sell any cars, and it would just be like the base, which isn't really anything. And the last but most important reason, it's taken away from the business, which is my main priority. I'd be trying to work on the computer while I'm there, and I just have the managers like on my ass, like looking at me and making sure that I'm up and like looking around, waiting for customers and just learning the product and stuff. And it just kept getting in the way. And I just realized that like I can't afford to be in a place like that. I never want to be like those people that have been there for 20, 30 years. I have much bigger and clearer goals and dreams for my life. And I realized that this job just doesn't align with that. So I did what was necessary. I went in there and I told them exactly that. My priority is not here becoming a top car sales rep. My priority is building a business, learning valuable skills, creating a life where I can not have to worry about money while working on things that I love and I'm passionate about, having the ability to provide for my girlfriend, my future wife, our future kids, our apartment, everything like that. I know it's possible because I have friends. Some of my boys are literally doing that. Like KJ, shout out to you, bro. Like you're living my dream life, bro. Doing online business, like living with your partner, having the freedom to do that as well, not having to be confined to a job, something like this car sales job where I would have to be there like 80% of my life. I'm not going to settle for that. If anything, it's more stupid to pursue something like that, like a corporate 9-to-5 job. You're just doing a disservice to yourself. I see that. The people there did not see that. So I had to take myself out. Has there been a piece of cotton on my mustache this whole time? Regardless though, I still need to keep money coming in while I'm building this stuff because I'm not actively making money yet. I'm still outreaching. I don't want to completely close the pipe. I want there to still be money coming in that I can keep saving towards my goals, my financial goals. So as I was thinking of, leaving this current job, I started thinking about where else I could go that would kind of take that mental load off, give me most of that back so I could put into the business. There was really only one job that popped back into my head, and that was Walmart. If you guys knew me from my old channel, I started out working at Walmart. I was there for a while since I graduated high school. I actually ended up quitting around the same time last year to just go all in on the online business stuff. It's kind of funny that it's like a full circle moment that I don't really want, but I've learned a lot since last year, and I feel like my path is so much clearer. I see this job now as literally just a stepping stone. One of the people there that's a coach I'm actually friends with from when I used to work there. Hit her up, got an interview, got the job offer, and I had the orientation today. But yeah, this was definitely a tactical decision. By no means am I losing sight of the goal. If anything, this is going to put me in a much better position to achieve the goals that I have even quicker. So I'm excited. There's a new chapter of my life. I just wanted to hop on here and capture this moment because I feel like it's going to be a big turning point in me actually seeing results and starting to see things pick up here because every unit of mental currency that I have can now be going towards the business, which has been a big problem for me these past few months. Car sales, I definitely was an experience. I learned a lot. The biggest thing being that I never want to step foot in a place like that ever again. So it's motivation for me to like really just put everything into this. I know I'm going to do it. I know it's possible. Now all that's left is just continue to put the work in and just continue to be patient. Got my earrings back in, my nose back in. Feeling like me already, bumping some tunes. Listen to this beat, bro. Alright, let's get back to work. Peace.